that review out, please.
No problem. Today it is not a good day. So, one you do divide 96 by 2 because everything that's inside of that equals 96. No, it's it.
Reviewed out. And number 16, it says find the values of x and y in the figure below. Yep, that's review.
We worked on yesterday.
What would be our first step in trying to figure out what x and y are? Gary, what do you think?
Do 180 degrees minus 96.
Yeah, good. Because if you notice, what kind of triangle is this? An isosceles. So if this is an isosceles triangle, what do you know about these bottom two angles? They're going to be the same. So if we can figure out what this angle is, we already know what y is. And just as Gary said, these guys add to 180. They're right next to each other. They fall in a straight line. So if we do 180 minus 96, what does that give us? What is it? 84. So if this angle is 84, what's this angle going to be? 84. Okay. Well then now how can we figure out what the measure of x is? What do we say? Alex? Good. Now divide, we want to subtract. Good. So we're going to take, because all the angles of a triangle add to 180. So we're going to do 180 minus the other two angles. And what do we get when we subtract those angles from 180? What would x equal? You know?
Nobody's like, no. Never mind, so where is this?
Well, what is it? 180 minus 84 minus 84. What do we get? Calculator. What do you get? 12. 12. So then x would equal 12 anymore. Questions? Alright. Next section, we're talking about proofs. We look, I really like 17 as a proof because a lot of the stuff was already filled in for you. You just have to figure out what makes the most sense to put where. Using your word bank. You were given the answers. You just have to figure out what order. What makes the most sense to put these where. Okay? So look. We've done this proof before in class. I don't know. It's a little different than what we did. But we've still done it before. We were given that these two lines are parallel. E and BC. Right? That's all we were given. Well, if you're given parallel lines, what do you automatically know one of your reasons are? Use that trick. Use that shortcut. Huh? Yeah, if it's multi, you're really close.
Parallel.
Okay.
What was your parallel?
These are parallel lines. Kind of tells you in the reasons, too. Alternate interior angles. That's all what we always have when we have parallel lines. We'll go to your reasons. This one's talking about alternate interior angles being congruent. And this one's talking about alternate interior angles being congruent as well. Well, guess what? How many alternate sets of alternate interior angles are we going to have? If we have two things here, we're going to have two. So we're going to write it twice. We're going to say alternate interior angles congruent, and then alternate interior angles congruent again.
Do we have to write congruent?
Yep.
That's what it says down there.
Technically, you should write the whole thing, but we realized we can't fit all that in that box. Thank you. Okay, well, when we're stating alternate interior angles are congruent, which one of these would make the most sense to put with that? Even if you have no idea what your alternate interior angles were, just looking at that with the first one set to say angle DAB is congruent to angle ABC, and it doesn't matter. You could have written that in 2 and this one in 3. Does not matter. So, use it, scratch it out, we're not going to use it again. They gave us our statement for 4. It said that that angle, that straight angle at the top of our diagram, DAE, the straight line, equals 180. Well, I don't really know what reason to put, but I'm going to look in my word bank. Which one of those makes the most sense to pair with that statement? The supplementary angles or substitution? Which one would make the most sense? Huh?
Think about what it's saying.
What is that saying? What do we know about angles that equal 180 degrees? They're straight, and they are kind of? They're supplementary. So this one right here would make the most sense to pair toward that one. This is saying it's equal to 180 degrees. It's saying it's a supplementary angle. So we're going to say angle. So even if you have no idea what else to do, and you at least get one more answer, yeah, what could we get? Which one can we fill in, Alex? Yeah, for 6. This is your last reason you have. Guess what? There's one more reason you can fill in. We're going to fill it in. So, you have no idea. You still got a large chunk of it by just kind of piecing things together with what makes the most sense. Okay? Well, now we have to fill in the rest of these statements. This is saying angle addition. What does that sound like to you? What does addition mean? That we are what? Adding, and what are we adding together? Angles. Well, this is tricky because we're adding angles here and we're adding angles there. Which one do we think is the right one, though? Which one do we think is the right one? John? Good guess. So that means it would be the... No, that's a good guess. It's the top. The reason why it's the top, this is why it's tricky, because you're adding angles. Angle addition means you add angles together and it's equaling a whole other angle. Here, you're adding angles together and it's equaling a measurement. So that's why the top one would make the most sense. But even if you got those mixed up, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other ones. Okay, you miss a point or two because you got those split off. That's okay, sometimes that happens. So then that means our very last statement would be this guy going there.
Yeah, the nice thing about these ones, guys, is if you know what it means to be alternate interior angles, like you have it, you know what it means. Where are the angles? I want you to talk about angles. What's supplementary? Well, 2 angles that add to 180. Angle addition. I'm adding angles together to make a larger angle. And the other one, substitution, kind of guess there, but you're plugging in value to the next one.
But once you get to that point, that's going to be your only answer left. And then you know which is going to go there.
You know what the vocab means. You know what pieces go there. Because this is stuff that's going to be very common when you guys take your air test later in the year. You're going to have blank ones. There's not very many ones that are completely blank. They're going to be like this. Part of it filled in. You just got to figure out the other pieces. So know what the vocab means. All right? Not bad. Again, you have a bank. Any point in time, you think you should leave this blank? No. There's a word bank here. You plug in the missing values, okay? Try to give yourself the best shot you can. All right, this one. It's completely blank. Thank goodness. They're lucky. Nice thing is you have guaranteed things you automatically know. 1, 1. I'll give you my first reason. It's always going to be given. There it is. What is my given information, though? And again, some of you guys are filling this out as we go. What is the given information that I was given? What does that say, Megan? Segment AB is congruent to what? second CD. Awesome. And one other thing. Parallel, perfect. CD, nice job. Nice, he's giving me 2 points. Good, versus leaving completely blank. Know something else I have here? Everyone's going to be able to get this third piece. Bare minimum. Yes. Alex. What am I trying to prove? What am I trying to prove? Angle bad is congruent to angle decent. Alright, good. Guaranteed 3. If you don't have these, you're not writing anything down. Now, red flag goes up in your mind. Why? Yes, Courtney. Well, that's a red flag. You're exactly right. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know there's going to be reflexive. We'll talk about that in a second. Before I start analyzing the actual shape itself, which you're correct, reflexive prop, what can I still write down? There's another red flag going on here. And it has to do with that proof. Yes, back.
Oh, never mind.
Nope, never mind, cancel that. Yes, up front. Okay, yes, alternate interior angle works out as well. You would have that. How did you know it was going to be alternate interior? Parallel. So you have alternate interior as well.
I know. CPCPT.
That's something. You say the right letters there.
CPCPT.
Yeah, that's something. Say the saying.
I don't know the name.
Oh, that's probably part of the reason you got to remember this. But you.
Why do people call it that?
Oh, no, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
I don't know what it is. CPCPT.
Cool people
No.
count their toys. Cool people count their toys. It sees every other one. Now, how did you know that was going to be CPCTC? Because it's angles or it could be segments. It's saying something other than triangles. So it's always going to be CPCTC. Okay, CPCTC. It's fun to say. Now, not only that, what else do I know based off this? Yes. That directly above this step is going to say the triangles are congruent. Always. If I know it's something other than a triangle, the step above it has to say the triangles are congruent. So I got to name these triangles. The nice thing about this is don't reinvent the wheel. See how it already says an angle right there? Well, I'm just going to call that triangle bad and triangle disabit. So that way I don't have to rename it and I'll do it incorrectly. So DCB is congruent to triangle DCB. Nice. Now, you guys actually named everything because you jumped the gun. The ones in black were the ones you can be given without looking any of the information or looking at the picture. That's given to you already. That's 5 points. You guys went above and beyond and started looking at what type of triangles these are and what kind of information was given to me. So I remember who said reflexive. Who said the reflexive? Somebody said reflexive property. Why is this a reflexive property? I don't remember why. Gary, why is this reflexive? They're shared side triangles. They share the same side. Now the question is, what side are they sharing?
BD.
BD is one side of that triangle. What is the other one?
BD.
DB. Because these triangles are flipped oriented differently. When they make that parallelogram, well, not the quadrilateral, I should say, that's when you know it's going to be.
No,
So it's,
you said it was only a bow tie and then this switch.
it's either going to look like this, or it's going to kind of look like two side by side. That way they'll be identical. So it'll be BD through to BD. Alright? 3. Oh, before I go in there, before I jump the gun here, make sure I'm marking my picture. I forgot to. Make sure I mark AB's going to go to CD. And the other thing tells me they're parallel. So how did I know it was going to have alternate interior angles? What indicated to me that one of the reasons would be alternate interior angles? Shared side, nope, tells me reflexive. How did I know alternate? That was the slowest hand raise. Yes. Parallel lines. AB's parallel to CD. Anytime you see parallel, we have alternate interior angles. Now, nope, didn't mark my reflexive side. Now, alternate interior angles. Where are those angles? Remember, they sit on the parallel line and the transversal. There's only one transversal here, and that's BD. So it's got to sit on this line and this line, touch that transversal. So the only spot it can be is right here.
So ABD is going to...
ABD is very good. That is one. Great way of naming the first one, Kanaja. ABD is congruent to, now, careful. Order matters here, how it's oriented, yes? CDB. I went from black to green to red, black to green to red. Yes, order matters. So angle CDB. Nice. Now, how many pieces do I need to prove triangles congruent?
3.
3. Do I have 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know I'm done with my steps now. I got those 3 pieces. So I call this step 4. And step 5. Now, what is going to be the reason? What 3 pieces was I given?
Side angle side.
Side, angle, side. And verify it's the same on the other side, but it will be. Side, angle, side, black, green, red, side, angle, side. So yes, this is a SAS situation. And therefore, CPCTC will be number 5 as well. Again, if you had no idea too, and you're just simply guessing, you know that number 4, if this is saying the triangle is congruent, number 4 is going to say they're congruent, so you have a 25% chance of guessing the right answer if you had no idea what to do. So you could have put one of those 4 choices. Side, 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 angle, angle, side, or angle, side, angle. And you know these are shared side, going to be reflexive, parallel lines, alternates here. You can guess most of these just knowing the shortcuts. If you practice this, you will be very good at this come tomorrow. Because there may or may not be a test tomorrow. Wait a second, there will be. All right, so study. Questions on this one? Is anyone going to leave this blank tomorrow? No. If you do, well, good luck. See you next year. Nothing's blank. Even if you just put the minimum, that's better than nothing. But I guarantee everyone's going to get at least a 70% on that one if you do the right rules. Another blank one, but already I look at the picture, I know one of the reasons without doing anything, but I'm still going to follow my process. Do the same exact thing what I'm going to do. I'll give you the first one, it's given. What's going to be my number 1 statement? AB, fantastic, is congruent to DE. And I also know what? Angle B is congruent to angle E. Nice. Dylan, what's another thing I can have up here? It's already given to me. The proof. What am I trying to prove, Dylan?
Triangle AB or C is congruent to the triangle.
Yep. Perfect. Nice job. 3 points. Gold star for everyone around. Now, let's see what else I got here. Well, it's saying the triangle's congruent, right? So I know this is going to be one of the shortcuts. If you had to guess one of those 4 shortcuts if you had no idea. But we know more than this. Wait a second. Look at the information that's already marked for me. How many pieces was I already given? 2. How many shortcuts do I need? I need 3 shortcuts, right? So I need 1 more. How many statements do you think are going to be up here? How many more? Just 1, because I only need 1 more piece. Now, what type of triangles? Everything's marked already, so AB is congruent to DE, B is congruent to that. What other thing? Yes. Vertical angles. Very good. How do you know there's going to be vertical angles? Bow ties always have vertical angles. So vert angles are congruent. So 2 is going to be vertical angles. Now, we have to name those vertical angles. Where are the vertical angles? Yes, Sam. Oh, she thinks she's so good that she already named it. I wanted to name that one, but she said A, C, B. Oh, this is a tough one. We haven't seen many like this. What is this other side going to be? One? ECD is what we would most likely say in every other scenario except this one yet. DCE. Now, most of the time the bow tie, that we've seen so far, the bow ties have been twisted. So Rosalind, your guess is not a bad one at all. But notice where the pieces are marked. We said ACB. So I went from no arc to 2 arc to 1. Got to do the same on the other one. So it will be DCE. They're oriented the same way. They're facing the same direction. So DCE. Nice. Now, do I have 3 pieces? Well, I better, because I wrote down the 1. What 3 pieces do I have? Gary? That is correct. Oh, I didn't mark my other vertical, sorry. But yes, Gary is correct in saying I have an angle, side. So I'll put down number 3, angle,